Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be a reading for the next 6 months. It's going to be from now, whenever you watch it, till the end of 2021. We're just going to jump right in here, Aries, and we're going to see what comes up for you. I'm just going to do a free flow spread here, and we are just going to see what you get. Really nice so far. You have the Sun card, which is always great. You know, the Sun card is the best card in the deck, so feel like there's a lot of happiness. You have the Sun card twice. Are you kidding me? That's nice here, Aries. But Aries, let's see what is going on for you here. Aries. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising, if I didn't say that, by the way, for a full picture of what's going on for you. Also, this is the Tarot of the Mystical Moments, if you're wondering. You have this action card. I feel like you are going to be taking action on something after a lot of thought I'm getting here. 4 Swords, 4 Cups, King of Wands here in this row. So it's almost like things have been, you know, it's like you're taking action because things have been too stuck for a very long period of time, I would say. For some of you, I do feel like you could be ending something. You have the Ten of Swords here, but you have the Sun twice. So, you know, it's like you're clearly going to be happy with whatever this ending is here in this row. So I feel, you know, even though the Ten of Swords is a bad card, I don't really consider it a bad card. I know a lot of people disagree, but tens are the end in tarot. So, you know, it's like whatever you've gone through, it is the end. Like, how bad can it be, right? And it is a card that says you need to realize that something is dead, done, over with. And so maybe some of you just need to realize that something is dead, done, over with. But again, to me, it's not that bad of a card. But you have the action card. I feel like you're just ready to take action. It's like you're probably sick of being locked down, right, Aries? You have the 4 Swords, the King of Wands, and the 4 Cups here. I really like this energy for you because I feel mostly that what this is you taking responsibility for yourself. The 4 Cups, like, I feel is like disappointment, sadness, things that you've been going through in your life. But it's almost like you're saying to yourself, you know, I'm like in control of my own life. I'm in control of my own reality. And that's the energy that I get here for you, Aries. And this is because of some sort of healing that you have gone through with the 4 Swords. And in a lot of ways, it's kind of weird because, like, the messages that are popping into my head right now, Aries, are like, this is going to sound stupid, Aries, probably, but it's almost like, you know, I see you, you know, maybe like driving in a car, right? Maybe normally someone would like piss you off and you would get all mad, right? But I feel like you're like letting things go. It's like you're just saying, whatever, I'm just going to let this go. I almost get this like more of a releasing energy here in this first row, and I feel like it's making your life easier, which is nice. So it's like you're no longer getting upset by things. That's like the first thing. Number 2, I feel like you're taking action on something. Obviously, you have the action card. But let's see what exactly you are taking action on here, Aries, with this energy. A lot of things. You have these. You have the 7 of Cups here, the 4 of Cups, something that you've been trying to manifest, I feel, and the Hierophant as well. For some of you, could definitely be love. Although I do feel like some of you could be going through like a divorce or a separation here in this kind of bottom row here. So it's like not worth it anymore. I feel like you're realizing something here. For some of you, if you're going through a divorce, the message I'm getting here, Aries, in this bottom row, is it's almost like you didn't want the divorce, or somebody didn't want the divorce, whether it's you or your person. You know, take it how it resonates. But it's like whoever it is, doesn't matter, right? Whoever it is in the situation, I feel like somebody here is realizing that they're not getting anything from the situation. They're not getting any benefits from the relationship. So I don't think you or your person is quitting or giving up. I feel like it's just being smart and just realizing that like the juice isn't worth the squeeze. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles is my card that says, is the juice worth the squeeze? You know, are you getting enough for your efforts? For a lot of you, I feel like you're not. And for some of you, again, this doesn't have to be love. This could be work, business, money, something along those lines as well. I'm getting a million messages on this bottom row. For some of you, this is like education. I feel like you're realizing that like maybe you went to school for something and it's just not going to pay you enough money. This is not a bad thing, by the way. I feel like this is a good thing because it's almost like you're having this realization. You're waking up with the sun twice here, and I feel like this is going to kind of make you you're going to do something about it, which is the good news here, Aries. So I definitely like this. We're off to a good start here. You start off with, next you have the peace card, so clearly I feel like there's peace coming in for you here. Yeah, new life. Look at this. This is a good reading, Aries. Your readings have been really good. So I feel like you are on a pedestal, but I feel like you are kind of like at peace at this time. Remember what I was saying? It's like that message about being in a cart, but I feel like that spills. It's not just that. I feel like there are many other areas of your life where you're choosing to maybe more like let things go, and not get all upset about things or whatever. And it's like you're really controlling yourself here. And so I like that. You have the Sun, the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles here. You have become clear about something. The Sun is a card of enlightenment, and it's like a card of like waking up to a reality. So in a lot of ways, I feel some of you are waking up to a reality. With the Queen of Swords, I feel like you just see things clearly. It's like you finally see the truth of a situation here. And so for some of you, this could be like an uncomfortable truth, I would say, with that Ten of Swords right here. As I always say, like, people always love to say that I sugarcoat my readings and stuff, even though I don't. To me, tarot isn't good or bad, number one. But number two, it's like, yeah, I mean, this could hurt, but it's like life. I don't know if these people that leave those comments like want to walk around wrapped in bubble wrap or what, but it's like, yeah, like sometimes things hurt in life, but that doesn't mean like, what are you just gonna stop, lay down, and die, or like, what are you gonna do, right? So some of you are having a realization here. It's like you're realizing the truth of a matter, but it's like you're realizing you're not getting something out of a situation. It could hurt, but it could also still be a good thing because it's leading you to a new beginning, clearly with the Sun coming up twice. It's leading you towards freedom as well. So again, like I said, I don't think life is good or bad either, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. But I feel there's a lot of happiness coming in for you. I feel like there is a crap ton of attention coming in for you here, Aries. So if you work in social media, YouTube, TV, radio, anything having to do with attention, I feel like there is, if you're trying to find love, this to me would represent getting a lot of attention as well. So having the Sun twice is definitely going to lead to you getting a lot of attention. You're standing out for sure here, Aries, but let's dig into this. Page of Wands. Yep, definitely standing out. This is you, and I feel like you're kind of ready for a new beginning. You have the Death card. Yep, for some of you, I feel like this is a person you're leaving. Queen of Swords type of energy here. What's really funny is that, you could read the Queen of Swords as death, not as the Death card, not as in the transformation, like Death card, but you could read the Queen of Swords as a death, like as in something dying in your life, like a person here. I don't personally think, to me, it's against tarot ethics to predict a death or something along those lines. And that I don't even intuitively feel that for you, Aries. Of course, we all always have people who are passing away. That's a circle of life, right? But what I am saying is it's interesting because it's almost like you're completely removing a person from your energy field. And that's the type of death that I'm getting here, Aries, in this middle row for a lot of you. So for some of you, the person that you're removing from your life could be an air sign. I really kind of feel it could be any sign. I feel like they have a lot of air energy in their chart. And what I mean by that is they probably have a hard time. They probably forget to tie their shoes, right? I feel like they're all over the place. Chaos, basically. A tornado is the best way to think of it. And I feel like you're removing this from your energy field here. Yep, you want new love. I feel like you want a true connection here with the Two of Cups. In a lot of ways, Two of Cups to me can represent getting everything you can from a relationship. Two of Cups to me is a card of stepping stone soulmates. It's a good card, and in certain circumstances, it can represent being with that person who is really your person, who is the one, whatever you want to call it. But it can also represent a person who we're just meant to learn certain things from, or we're meant to clear our energy with, or whatever, and then we're meant to move on. So for some of you, maybe you've had a hard time letting go of a person because they're like a stepping stone soulmate. You still have like a deep connection with this person, so that's one thing. For others, like I said, I feel this doesn't have to be love. This could be anything. It's like you're completely removing something from your energy field with this middle kind of energy, and it's going to lead to clarity. Again, Queen of Swords is the first sword card where there are no clouds above her head on that card, so it is a card of complete clarity. Very interesting. Next, you have the Sun again, so a lot of happiness. I always say, like, when I do these 9-card spreads, like if I get the Sun and the Sun, to me, it's almost like the reading is zooming in on the Sun. The reading is kind of trying to gather more details about this right here. So I feel like there's a lot of happiness, a lot of enlightenment. You have the Sun several times here. You even have the Sun on the back there, between the two pillars that are on the moon. The Sun is rising on the Death card. So you have the Sun coming up quite a bit here in your reading. A lot of happiness and enlightenment. You have the Hermit, the Nine of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. It's like needing to, to me, this is like needing to realize that you're at the end of difficulties and challenges, Aries, because the Hermit has climbed to the top of a mountain. He's shining his inner light now. He has been through something very difficult, like a dark night of the soul, or he has done some soul searching, and now he's like kind of shining his inner light. But you have the Nine of Wands and Ten of Swords. It's almost like you need to realize that something is coming to an end, or something has ended, like your challenges, right? And the Nine of Wands says you need to keep pushing forward. It's funny because in one of these decks back here, I can't see it on my camera, but I don't know. I don't have it here. I don't have it right here. But anyway, in the Golden Tarot, there on the Ten of Swords, there's like a guy. He's laying on the ground. He's dead. There's a dog, and he's barking at the guy on the ground. He's like saying, "Hey, get up. You're dead. It's time to move on to something new." And I get that energy popping in for you here on this Ten of Swords. It's almost like your difficulties are over, so there's no need to keep living in a difficult situation. I feel like some of you need to do that. I mean, I never really understood that message until like this year, And, in my life, like, things have changed drastically, and it's like, all of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute, like, I no longer have to live my old life, and I've still been doing things from my old life. I get that, I'm not saying this to brag or anything, Aries, I'm saying this because I feel like I feel like you need to realize that you're at a much better level, or you're kind of like at a better place in your life, and it's time to live in that place, and that's really kind of like what I feel like the gist of this reading is. I feel like and sorry, my allergies are super bad, so if I start choking in a minute, I can feel it. I apologize, but what I'd say here is I can feel it. It's almost like that's what I was getting with the energy message here, where like a certain energy is dying. For some of you, it's a person that you're walking away from, but I feel like you're completely, like, you're not even cutting the cords. I feel like you're just completely cutting out the energy, 100%. But for others, I feel like it's like your old life is going away, and you have this new life, but you need to realize that you could still be doing things as if you're still stuck in the past when you aren't, right? So I feel like you need to, it's almost like you're upgrading your energy. You have these Seven of Wands. I love getting the Seven of Wands with the Hermit. To me, the Seven of Wands with the Hermit says you've climbed to the top of the mountain. Seven of Wands, defending your position at the top of a hill. It's basically saying you have reached a certain level in your life, and you are not going to go backwards. You are going to stay at that level. So you need to make sure you stay at that level, right? And one way to do that is to, again, remove the old energy and step into the new energy, right? Yeah, you have the King of Wands, definitely bossing up. This is glow up reading all the way here, Aries. This is your glow up. Yeah, look at this. Fool, are you kidding me? Total new beginning. I know what this is. To me, Aries, this reading is your glow up for sure, and I've been saying this for like weeks, or months to you, but I mean like the Sun twice, and you have the Fool. This is definitely a new beginning. Don't be afraid to cut something out with that Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's gonna suck, but it's like at the same time, it's going to lead to a glow up. So I always tell people, it's like, yeah, something might hurt, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. Like I was trying to say earlier, and I get that feeling for you. So again, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this part of the reading for you, Aries. It's like you are going to be letting go of something that maybe you love, right? Like a person. But it's like maybe you just don't see it going anywhere at the same time. I do believe that those two things can be true at the same time, right? We can love a person, but we can also say, you know what, they're not, like, maybe they're not willing to change. Maybe they're not willing to, meet us halfway. Maybe they're not willing to do things that we want to do. Maybe our lives have just separated, right? And you can still love the person, but it might suck if you're like walking away from a person. For others, it's like, just I feel the energy field that you're changing here is what I would say. And again, that could be a kind of like a little bit difficult as well, because maybe people start acting weird around you, or maybe you can't keep the same friends. It's not like you're cutting these people out, but maybe, sometimes I think like if we have a glow up, sometimes people just drift away from us, right? Because maybe it makes them see something that, in themselves, right, that they don't like. So I get that, and that's what I think the Ten of Swords challenge is that you're probably going to be having these heavy experiences, but it's all in the name of the glow up here, Aries. Yeah, you have the Five of Wands here. Five of Wands says go on the adventure, because Five of Wands is a card of conflict, competition. But it's really a card of learning. The five guys teens, right? They are meant to represent immaturity on the Five of Wands, but they also represent learning or training. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. This changes everything for you here. Yeah, this glow up changes everything here, Aries. Tower. There you go. Like I said, total crumbling of the old way of life is what this is for you. I do kind of feel like that Tower is a little bit of a warning. I kind of feel like that Tower is saying, if you hold on to the old way of life, then you're gonna have a Tower moment. If you release the old way of life, then you're gonna have a glow up here, Aries. Yeah, Six of Wands, major success coming in for you. The Queen of Cups here, more nurturing energy. Like I was kind of saying at the beginning of the reading, I wouldn't really call it independent energy, but I do feel you're kind of taking more care of yourself. And the Two of Wands, yeah, something from the past is complete. Two of Wands with the Tower literally asks you to walk away from something that you have always known. It's card of leaving a comfort zone. So, Aries, I love this reading for you. Really good stuff coming in for you. So, thank you for being here, Aries. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, Aries, and definitely enjoy the next 6 months.